Hello everyone, I'm Sean.
And I'm Ruha.
Welcome to Stories from Around the World.
We're here at Labyrinth Books in Princeton, New Jersey, and we're so happy you could join us.
The title of this book is That's Good, That's Bad. Boy was just sitting on a rock in the jungle when along came Tiger. Run, said Tiger, and I will run after you, and I will catch you, and I will eat you, boy, so run from me. Boy just sat there and looked at Tiger. Eat me then, said Boy. I have no more run in me. Don't be silly, said Tiger. Why can't you run? Tell me that, and then I will eat you. Well, it's like this, said Boy. I was just walking in the jungle when bump! I bumped into Rhino, or Rhino bumped into me. I was willing to forget it, but not Rhino. He got mad. So I ran away from there fast. That's good, said Tiger. I ran, and I ran, and I ran, and I ran, said Boy. All the way, there was Rhino running after me. He can't see well, but he can run fast. That's bad, said Tiger. So, there we were, running along, said Boy. Then I saw a low tree. I got up into it. Rhino was running so fast, he went right by. That's good, said Tiger. Yes, but Rhino came back looking for me, said Boy. Oh, he was mad. That's bad, said Tiger. I got down and picked up a stone and threw it at Rhino, said Boy. Good, said Tiger. Good for you. It didn't hit him, said Boy. That's bad, said Tiger. You can see that the stone didn't go very far. I ran again, not very fast. I was getting tired. But so was Rhino, said Boy. That's good, said Tiger. I ran and ran and ran, with Rhino running right after me. And then I fell, said Boy. My, that is bad, said Tiger. But Rhino was running so fast, he went right over me, said Boy. That's good, said Tiger. As soon as I got up, there was Rhino. Back again, said Boy. Oh, that's bad, said Tiger. I saw a vine on a tree, so I swung it right over the river, said Boy. That's good, said Tiger. Oh. And there, on the other side of the river, was a crocodile, said Boy. Look at that. That's bad, said Tiger. Look at that. Crocodile is happy, but... So I swung back to the other side again, said Boy. I jumped off the vine. That's good, said Tiger. I didn't see Rhino. Not right away, that is, said Boy. Then I was sitting on his back. That's terrible, said Tiger. So I jumped off and ran back in the back of a tree. I picked up a stone and threw it as far as I could, said Boy. You know Rhino can't see well. He heard the stone and went running after it. That's good, said Tiger. Then you ran and you got away from Rhino? Oh no, said Boy. I was too tired to run away. I just sat here. But, said Tiger. And here comes Rhino now, said Boy. He got back in the back of a rock and said, Here I am, Rhino, over here. Help! This is bad, said Tiger as Rhino ran after him. Oh no, it's good. It's very, very good, said Boy. He wasn't tired anymore, so he ran along home as fast as he could. The end.
So the first story I'm going to share with you is called Firebird. Ballerina Misty Copeland shows a young girl how to dance. like the firebird. And so this is a story about trying something new. Maybe you want to try dancing or writing or drawing or playing an instrument. And it's about how we practice until we get the hang of something. So the space between you and me is longer than forever. I love the images in this one. You are the sky and clouds and air. Your feet are swift as sunlight, stretching across the skyline like the day-long sun over the horizon. Looks like she's leaping over the bridge. Me? I'm gray as rain, heavy as nap time, low as a storm pressing on rooftops. I could never hope to leap the space between. Darling child, don't you know, you're just where I started. Let the sun shine on your face. Your beginning's just begun. Before the curtain rises, before the spotlight falls, before the fireworks of costumes, before it all. I was a dancer just like you, a dreaming, shooting star of a girl with work and worlds ahead. There I am, sweating at the bar. I had 1,000 leaps and falls, switching worn-out slippers, swift as applause. Even birds must learn to fly. Like me, you'll grow steady in grace, spread an arabesque of wings and climb. Practicing, see that? Each position, 1 through 5. Stair steps to the sky. That's right. You will soar, become a swan, a beauty, a firebird for sure. Soon, with the same practice, you'll join me in this dancing dream. In pas de deux, a music box for 2. We will wrap our hearts careful as ribbons on point shoes. We'll make the night sky our starry curtain, the moon our silver spotlight, as we spin across the planets, pirouetting tightly as the curls on our heads. She looks like a firebird there, doesn't she? Spinning wishes for new little ones we can't yet imagine. Then they will look to you in wonder, lighter than air and swift as sunlight turning over the day, and say, the space between you and me is longer than forever, and I will show them that forever is not so far away. The end.
Be the best of whatever you are. If you can't be a pine on the top of a hill, be a shrub in the valley, but be the best little shrub by the side of the rill. If you can't be a woods, be a tree. If you can't be a highway, then be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. It isn't by size that you win or fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Be the best of whatever you are.
Now the next story is very special because it was written by someone who lives in Hong Kong. She's 6 years old. Her name is Zahava Oster, and she sent me this story called The Trumpets Tone, and it requires my very, very professional glasses to read. The Trumpets Tone. In the not-so-distant future, Earth is in its final days. The world is disgusting, gray, polluted, and dying. The people forgot what it means to be good to each other. Everywhere is war. It smells of dust and tastes of ash from all the burning. At night, there is just the sound of crying from hungry children. There is no hope. Every day got worse and worse for Venus, Sina, Ronnie, and Alex. They are only 13 years old, but watching the fear in the world and everyone giving up. Even magic was dying. They normally met at night under the stars by the willow tree, which is why their teacher at Luna Nova School of Magic named them the Twinkle Four. If there was any magic left, the girls had to try to save Earth. The Twinkle Four had all the magic they needed to save Earth. Sina and Alex are twins. The sisters were both tall, which came in handy for leaning over large black boiling potion pots. They were both potion masters, and identical except for Alex's one green eye. Ronnie was the most clever and the expert in magical creatures. She can talk to them. She did not like shoes and always walked barefoot to feel the ground. Venus was the leader of the Twinkle Four. Plucky and confident, she was a natural-born leader. You would notice her from far away. Venus has long, curly red hair and smooth almond skin. Her eyes were piercing black. You can get lost in them. Venus always wears a thick, long, velvet purple cloak. Her emerald glasses were her grandmother's and helped her see lies. She has a half-moon birthmark on her neck. Venus's magic was that she could make people feel the truth. You would think she was afraid of nothing, but she was very afraid of losing Earth and her friends. Remember the legend of the magic trumpet stone? I think I found a way to get it, Venus asked the girls at lunch. It's just a legend, Venus, Ronnie interrupted. No, it's not, Venus said. We have to try no matter how unlikely. The magic trumpet stone did exist in ancient times. It only appears to those who need it the most and helps them solve any problem. We have to find it, the twins agreed. I researched in the library and figured out a spell to summon the trumpet stone. Tonight, we meet at the willow tree. It has to come to us there, Venus said confidently. The Twinkle Four had a mission. It was a dark night. They had their wands out with light. They found something glittering in the willow tree that had beams of light. They couldn't believe it. It was the magic trumpet stone. They all stared at it for a minute, but then put their hands together and chanted the magical song. They held on tight to each other on the windy night, and off they went, twirling into beams of light. They barely landed on their feet. They had been transported away to Dimensiana. It looked just like Earth in ancient times. The forest was green and lush. The world was peaceful, robust, and very much alive. You could hear birds chirping at night, and there were so many stars in the sky. It smelled of fresh rain and flowers. The Twinkle Four followed a path through the forest. What animal tracks are these, Ronnie? Alex wondered. It looks like every animal. I can't explain it, but I know we must follow them. The sun was shining brighter than they ever imagined it on Earth. Soon they came to a magnificent town made of trees and stone. To Venus's surprise, everyone was an animal. dressed in splendid clothing, zebras, monkeys, scorpions, lizards, elephants, and aardvarks walked around having long chats and playing curious games together. A majestic butterfly even said hello as it fluttered by. They seemed to live in peace. How can a place be this beautiful and so perfect? Venus practically shouted. A blue whale swimming in the water along the path answered, "The secret is the purple Christonium. It grows all over Dimensiana and keeps all the animal citizens living in harmony. This place is a wonder. This Christonium could save our home. Where can we find some?" Ronnie asked. "Oh no, little creature. It cannot belong to a person. It belongs to Dimensiana. But maybe you could talk to the council." We can't take any chances," Venus whispered to her friends. "We must get this Christonium now." Alex and Sina made a potion of smoke to make the animal council sleep, while Ronnie distracted the mystical creature guards in a conversation about how shoes are pointless. And Venus began a transport spell to send a large piece of Christonium to the willow tree forest, but nothing happened. She tried and tried and tried, her hardest, using all the magic inside, but still, it only lifted off the ground slightly and went back down. It could not move. Just then, the council was waking up and the guards were tired of talking about shoes. The council president says, "Christonium cannot be taken. It can only be given, and only with a pure heart and with love." Venus felt ashamed. They all did. They were acting like people of their earth who steal instead of give. Venus put her wand into her pocket and the twins began to gather their things to leave. Then Venus thought about Earth and how everything was dying and decided to try her true magic. She walked up to the yawning council. Sina, Alex, and Ronnie followed. "There is nothing I can say. What we have done is so wrong. Dimensiana is such a beautiful place. We come from a place that has lost everything good. We came here to find it. Instead of saying anything more, can I show you?" Venus raised her wand again and chanted, "Van duze duzu lulade." Suddenly, all the sadness and history of Earth went into the minds of the animal council. They began to cry as they watched the dying Earth in their minds. And with a pure heart, the president said, "The Christonium is yours. Save your planet and live in harmony." The Twinkle Four cheered. After a long meal and dancing to songs of drums with the animal citizens, the Twinkle Four teleported back to Earth. They placed Christonium in the willow tree. Lush green began to grow. People put down their guns, and in that instant, Earth was saved. The end. So that story was written by Zahava Oster, 6-year-old in Hong Kong who goes to Carmel Elementary School. Thank you so much, Zahava, for sharing your story. And if you're listening to this, if any of you have stories that you want to share, please reach out to us and we would love to share them.